I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Local officials approve an incentives package to try and attract a company to relocate to Flagler County. John Arking reports.
On Monday, Flagler County Commissioners unanimously approved to offer up to $680,160 over 10 years to a furniture assembly and distribution company to entice them to build a 250,000 square foot facility on US 1. The money would be in the form of incentive pay and only be paid after the company pays its taxes each year. County Commissioner Joe Mullins.
Flagler County's needed to set up and do things like this for a while. What it does is it makes us competitive with other areas across the country. And you guys know I'm from Georgia. Georgia's the number one state to do business in, and it's basically they've set up an incentive package for businesses, and it's caused their high-paying jobs to go out the roof, their taxes to go down, and it's just what makes a state competitive. So for us to take that approach in the county finally, it basically shows the rest of the world we're open for business.
Helga Van Eckert, executive director of the county's Department of Economic Opportunity, said the company, which has not been identified, would create 50 jobs if the deal goes through, with an average salary of $51,000 per year. That could potentially create approximately 24 other jobs. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
The Gardens project has become of great interest to the citizens here of Flagler County, and specifically the people who live along John Anderson.
It was standing room only in a meeting about a proposed new development in Flagler Beach. The Gardens would bring nearly 4,000 units to more than 800 acres. Opponents wore all black like you would to a funeral, symbolizing what they called the death of their community due to reckless overdevelopment. They say projects like this damage the environment and the overall quality of life. The proposed project is in Vice Chair of the Flagler County Commission, David Sullivan's district.
Everybody was very civil. Like Adam Mengel, who ran the meeting, let everybody have a chance to speak. And I think everybody decided that exchange of information and keeping people up to speed on where we are in the process was the good result. The people are absolutely passionate about it. Everybody seemed to be willing to take their turn to ask questions, and I think Adam and the other members there responded as best they could.
At the meeting, the county's planning director expressed concerns that the project in its current form doesn't live up to Flagler's comprehensive plan. Flagler County lowers its tax rate ever so slightly, but you'll still likely pay more when the bill comes due. As property values rise, so does your bill. County commissioners set the tax rate at $8.13 per $1,000 of assessed property. That's 10 cents less than last year, but even with the lower rate, Flagler County will see an influx of revenue to the tune of $71 million compared to $66 million last year. The current state of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office could be a budget stressor. The county is prepared to go to court against Clerk of Court Tom Bexley over finding more space in the courthouse to accommodate the sheriff's office. A legal battle would be costly, but so would renting space. County Administrator Jerry Cameron advised a 2-year rental while a permanent operations center is being built in Palm Coast could cost taxpayers $1 million. The county's budget proposal of $229.5 million spends $2.5 million more than last year. A free vaccination clinic is underway for school-aged kids. Tony Magoo has the details.
With the upcoming school year not that far off, the Florida Department of Health in Flagler County is offering a free immunization clinic through August the 16th for students. Students in kindergarten, 7th grade, plus new and transferring students must be able to provide proof of immunizations prior to enrolling in any Flagler County school. Immunizations will be offered between 8 and 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3:30 at the Department of Health at 301 Dr. Carter Boulevard in Bunnell. Parents and guardians should bring their child's immunization record, insurance card, and a photo ID. Vaccinations are the safest and most effective way to protect children and families from the spread of serious infectious diseases, said Department of Health Administrator Robert Snyder. He added, "We're happy to help Flagler students get a healthy start to the school year." For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
How do you keep your employees happy?
Flagler Beach City Manager Larry Newsom says keeping his property millage up.
One of the things I've done for the last 3 years, and everybody's saying is that the millage rate's gone up every year since I've been here, which is true. And, of course, those years before where nothing happened with the millage.
Newsom said that by keeping the millage up, employees are less likely to leave Flagler Beach for a better salary. He says that's how you keep good employees. You can hear the full interview on the Free for All Friday podcast. You can find that at the Flagler Radio app. Download the Flagler Radio app today. Tomorrow, what's up on A1A? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.